Willie D Live.
Being a judge, there is a certain level of expectation for punishment.
Yeah.
Uh, and when you decide that, I'm not accepting this or I'm not accepting that, I'm pretty sure at times the higher ups are saying, what are you talking about? And I'm sure when you walk through those halls at times, you might feel like the ops to your colleagues. Because some of your colleagues, quite frankly, are there to prosecute and to put people in jail. They get off on it. They like it, especially Black people. They like to put Black people in jail. So, when you got in, did they try to daughter you? You know how you say you tried to son you? Did they try, some of them try to daughter you because you were so young,
Yeah.
And you're a Black woman?
Yeah, I think I did experience that a little bit. So when I became a judge, people thought that I was going to be a prosecutor from the bench. And I think that is the expectation with most judges whenever you take the bench. So whatever you did before, people think that you were just going to be that version of yourself on the bench. And something that a lawyer told me once that I thought was the biggest compliment. He was like, I'll be honest, I thought you were going to be a DA from the bench. I thought you were going to be very state friendly. He's like, I realized is that you were just good at your job. So when you were at the DA's office, you were a good prosecutor. And now that you're a judge, you're a good judge because you're fair and you listen. And so it's important in this role, even if you think I'm going to do this on a case. Like sometimes there are cases I see and on its face, that's why it's so important to listen. And on its face, things can sound terrible. They can sound really bad. But I always afford both sides an opportunity to tell me more. And things sometimes they are as bad as they seem, and sometimes they're not. And sometimes you just need to get to know the human being or the person in totality before you make a decision. And one thing I always do before I take the bench is pray. I ask God to really give me the insight to be compassionate where I need to be, to show second, third, sometimes fourth chances where I need to be, but also use the rule and the order of law when I need to also. And so that's kind of been the cadence that I've operated on since I've taken the bench, is to always be fair and just know that everything is not always what it seems just because it presents one way. And so some lawyers did. Yeah, they thought that, she's too young. It's so funny because the sentiment around my name now is you are the youngest judge, right? Like people applaud me for that. But when I was running, it was the one thing people said, this is the reason why we should not support her. We shouldn't support her because she's too young. She doesn't have enough experience. And I find it interesting that, and this is kind of what the Bible talks, I hate to get spiritual, but this is what the Bible talks about. Like, you're not too young. All of the gifts that God is giving you, you can take those gifts and those experiences and bring them to the bench. And that's what I did. And so, yes, it is an achievement. It is legendary to be a young judge because I can bring my experiences onto the bench. But it's also one of the reasons why people thought, oh, well, maybe she's not qualified. Maybe she's not ready.